Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We have some news in around 11 minutes. I hope you're ready for some action today. As always, it's a pleasure to host you right now on the live streams. My name is Lorenzo. If you don't know me yet, get your ebook ready. Printable version is coming very soon. Hope you guys are ready for it. It's gonna be a banger of a stream as always. Turn up the likes here. Make sure you smash the W and let's get the party started, right? Let's make it happen. Beautiful, beautiful fam. Let's see what we have in the building today. Here we have 11 minutes left. Gold currently is in the tunnel. We talked about the tunnel already many times beforehand. For the people that don't know what the tunnel is, it's in between being two particular key levels right now. We're talking about the current weekly POC and the previous weekly value area high. Man, the previous weekly value area high has been absolutely crazy over the last couple of days, man. You have seen it every single time at 2319.7. We saw a clear rejection here, okay? What I hope to see, to be honest, with the news here, is getting out of this tunnel, preferably to the upside, okay? Preferably finally breaking above the 2320 or coming down and breaking below here to look for further continuation to tap into that key level that I've been looking for all week. Hasn't happened yet. Still has not occurred. So I'm still waiting for that exact level to to tap into here. We're gonna see it though. If you break out at some point, we have to start taking out the highs here, because this is just gonna be one massive build up for something. You can see it happening right now. At some point it has to come. At some point we're gonna breaking out here. So let me see what we have in the building with us today. All right, let me quickly have a little sneak peek right now at the moment. Who is with us? Who is with us? There we go. Man, Fort likes crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Rian, good to see you again. Yesterday was great. Congratulations. Big win. Great trade. Wilhelm, Bonanza. Good to see you. Steve. Nice. Candle Slanger. Mula Trades, my G. You're killing it as well, man. Thank you for being active also in our VIP. Elena, Sophie. Same for you. Congratulations with your win on EU yesterday. It was pretty solid. Sarmap, my man. Good to see you. Snowfall. I mean, the fam is back. The fam is back. As always. All right. Fantastic stuff. So we do have the initial job displays coming along in like what? 11 minutes? Or sorry, 9 minutes? Yeah, 9 minutes from now. All right. So pay attention to the initial job claims here. We have to, of course, talk about that, particularly right now at the moment. Let that do its thing. Then we have the 4-hour closure as well. Usually we're like, okay, we're trading news here. But again, I do not expect something big to happen here. I do not expect somewhat of a big move here. I could be totally wrong. But again, it's the initial job claims here. We hadn't had news the whole week. The initial job claims are coming now in 7 minutes. I think that we're in that tunnel right now. We have to break either above or come back and close below the current weekly POC, and I do believe from there on we have more downside potential as well here. So we're in a tunnel right now with a bunch of liquidity actually on both sides. I think we have been building up somewhat of a big mover. So I would not be surprised today, fam, if we are going to witness some manipulation today. All right, some serious up down move. However, we regardless have to take some action here. I would love to work with limit orders today, due to the fact that price could manipulate, and then we go a little bit ahead of the curve here. But again, we will find out what the news will do, and then I think based upon that closure and the 4-hour closure, the 4-hour development, I do believe we have that small window of opportunity where, regardless of the outcome, we can come out as winners. All right? Why? Because we are winners. Our mindset. We have worked our way towards winning. A lot of winning lately. All right. So let's keep going, following the same processes, and everything should be completely fine. Great to see you in the bush as well. Fantastic, my man. Wicks, Oh, hell yeah, let's go LTA, let's go LTA. Thank you for your hard work, no problem, my G. When is your boxing fight? The 11th of June. 11th of June, yeah. Both Gavin Dentis and I are having a boxing match, yeah. 11th of June. It's gonna be nice, it's gonna be good. We're preparing. Can you tell me the name of this song? Which song you're looking for? The house song or the introduction song? We're gonna build an LTA playlist, by the way. An LTA playlist is coming. In case you guys are wondering, I'm building a special playlist for you guys. You guys are gonna love it, all right? So, I told you I'm not a DJ, but I do have DJ friends, all right? I do have friends that are DJs. So, don't worry about it. We're gonna set this straight, okay? Brother, you and your concept helped me pass my funded account. Thanks for being my mentor. Nice, congratulations, man. Share it in Discord, please. Share it in Discord. All right. So what do you need here? We have 6 minutes for the news. We're currently still below the previous weekly value high. That same old level. We have been rejecting from that level since Tuesday. Once, Wednesday, twice, and today, once already. Obviously during pre-London here. So yeah, you bet there is a shit ton of liquidity built up above here. A lot of stop losses potentially built up above here. Also potential stop orders as well. So let it do its thing a little bit. In case you want to know what the outcome is going to be, don't rush into trades from there, because this is where Trap City begins. This is where a lot of guys will get trapped into their positions here, because it's a bit too obvious. At the same time, you know, you see where it's coming from. So let it do its thing. And then, yeah, we're going to work our way through it, man. We're going to find it out. Trust the process, I could say. All right? Trust the process. Have you heard about G7 FX Academy involving the footprint? Footprints are always great. Yeah, footprints are great. I like footprints. Good stuff. I agree. Okay. So that one win is from yesterday. Yeah, I removed it now. Yeah, it was from yesterday indeed. All right, 4 minutes left. Look at the US 30. All right, the Dow Jones here. In case you're wondering, it's doing really well. All right. In case you're interested in trading indices here, I know there are guys that are trading indices here. The previous daily POC here. All right, break above the previous daily value or high, preferably a closure above it. And you have a trade long setup below here, looking for further continuation to the upside. Again, do take consideration that the New York Stock Exchange opens up in 1 hour. You might want to look for entries around that period of time and not beforehand, okay? So be careful with entering before. 9 is the earliest I would look for entry possibilities around the US 30 here, okay? I'm just saying. In regards to gold, at some point we have to break above this previous weekly value high, man. It just has to go now. You know, the build up here, and I think the news will potentially confirm that. If we do break out here, okay, usually we could say, yeah, let's go in. But again, let's look on the lower time frame for an entry model for further continuation, because if we see that happening, then I have enough conviction that we're going to continue the process up here. And that means that the 23.30, 31 is our next target for gold. So that's why we're looking for potential entry model 1 here, something like that on the lower time frame, not particularly on the 30-minute or the 50-minute, but maybe the 5-minute. Let's see how that goes here, okay? But again, the 4-hour closure is coming along, looking good so far, but the new 4-hour candle, yeah, will give us that confirmation, that entry that we're looking for, okay? So that's very, very key. Now, in this case, we look at the current week. Why? Because we now have the Monday, the Tuesday, and the Wednesday traded in full here. It's now Thursday here. So the more accurate this trade, this particular range is going to be, the stronger these levels become. All right. That's why we utilize the data after 2 or 3 days, preferably 3 days, utilize it for a Thursday and a Friday. So the current weekly levels are very good for the Thursday and the Friday, you know, for Thursday and Friday setups, especially when you look at a ranging market. So if you have been ranging already, you know, throughout the week, which gold obviously has been doing here, right? Completely different from the US30, which has been clearly trending to the upside right now at this particular moment. So yeah, keep a close eye on this one, man. I really believe that if we manage to break above the previous daily very high, you're gonna see a continuation potential setup, but the 4 hour will give us that answer, right? So last minute for the news, and then we know, in this case, okay, what's gonna happen here. Luan said, why don't you trade the news? So in this case, we're in the tunnel. The tunnel, what we call the tunnel, all right, between two serious key levels. Usually we trade the news when it's bigger. So we trade like the FOMC, or we trade the CPI, or we trade the NFP, something like that. Something that's the GDP sometimes as well. Usually we trade like the bigger events, because I believe that when I expect a bigger move, I have more room to anticipate and trade it. Okay, so yeah, look at the previous weekly very high, man. Again, it's just the 2320 level, 2319, 2320. That's it. All right, news. Okay, gold should break, potentially up. Is it gonna break it? It should, man. Come on. This time it should be. Because if it doesn't, it's kind of it's very ironic. It's very ironic because yeah, it should be going for some of these stop losses right there, right now at the moment here, that are built up here. All right. Yeah, we'll find out. We'll see how this one goes. All right. Nice break, nice confirmation, nice entry model. Potential continuation here. Good result overall here. Not really good for what we're currently seeing on the dollar here. The dollar is actually tapping now into the previous weekly value area low. So do take that in consideration. If you look at the previous week, we have that key level there. And this is where we are now kind of bouncing from. But if we start breaking below here, all right, you bet that we might be looking at further downside, all right? Further downside for the dollar. More upside for gold. The correlation between gold is looking better now. Much better than before. So yeah, overall solid. Not a tremendous big move here. It's like a 15 pip move, something like that. So it's not really that big. You know, it's not like a serious outcome. But yeah, the direction is kind of obvious right now. It was a matter of time before we started to break. Okay. In order to move forward here, okay, we take news trades, yes, but only when I see a potential scenario with limit orders. In this case, there was not a potential scenario with limit orders, because I had no intention of gold potentially seeing coming down from here yet. So therefore, no limit orders to work with. And in order to keep our win rate at 81% right now at the moment, we need to see our entry models play out. And that's why you want to have this ebook. All right, we created it for you. It took me a long time to build this, and not just based upon creation or like just, you know, typing out the ebook and stuff. It mainly had to do with the thought processes behind it and the testing behind it and the back testing and you name it. The simulations that we're running, LTA in that manner. So that's why this is all now a full-on playbook for you. 74 pages big. If you're new to that, you want this. Therefore, click on the link in the description to know what we're doing. Otherwise, we do not want you to trade with us live because, yeah, it's just that you're not going to find out and understand how and why we're acting and winning and why we're taking trades here. For what specific reasons exactly, right? That's why we have our entry models. That's why we have, you know, a couple different ways of going from the higher to the lower time frames and so on and so on. Okay? It's free, completely free. And it will stay free. It's for you, for the streams, and it's an introduction to LTA concepts at the same time. Okay, fantastic stuff. So next up is the most important candle. You guys know it now, the 4-hour closure. After the 4-hour closure, you have a 3.5 hour, let's say 3-hour window of taking trades. Okay, 3-hour nice window of taking opportunities, taking trades here. and then look for potentially continuation or a reversal play. Who knows? Everything is possible. We're still in a massive range. This whole week has been ranging. Okay, we call this just an accumulation or distribution range, whatever the case may be. It could be a distribution range. It could be that we're just now going for the highs here, you know, and starting to turn around. We have seen that before many times over, especially when you look at the higher time frame for gold here. Okay, so that's not really a surprise, but yeah, be aware of the fact that we just wait for the confirmation. We're looking to see in that. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be nice. All right. My ebook did not arrive. Okay. Some guys don't receive their ebook because of the fact that it's maybe in the junk, or they use an Hotmail account. For some reason, Hotmail or like live accounts do not work. Outlook. I don't know why it is. I have no clue. We've tried everything to figure it out. No reason for it. So might use another email, okay? Figure it out, and I think it should be fine. It takes in general, or like roughly, a couple more minutes for it to arrive regardless, okay? Yeah. Yeah, man. I'm actually, to be honest, very tempted after this 4-hour close to trade the US30. This time as well. All right. Why? Because it has been super clean this week. This whole week has been just extremely clean. All right. From a breakout on a Monday towards a Sunday open, expansion. Towards the early previous daily value high from the Monday, expansion. Towards the previous day POC from yesterday, potential expansion. Let's see how it goes here. And if you break below it, still a great confirmation for a pushback towards the lows here. So even that looks super tempting. Super nice, man. Yeah, it's working very well. NASDAQ, same thing, but the US30 this week has been extraordinary. Really, really nice. Really good. So what is my plan? Well, I tell you what my plan is. Because I have a plan. You can call me the man with the plan, all right? We're playing some chess here. We have now our spreadsheet, all right? We are executing trades based upon the LTA here. The moment we're gonna go to the 50 trades executed here, on this spreadsheet particularly, we're gonna increase our risk after that, because the win rate has been extraordinary. So there is no reason for me not to increase my risk based upon our parameters right now, okay? On the results we had. So therefore, we are waiting for us to reach 50 trades on the spreadsheet. And then I'm gonna slightly increase my risk. We're now risking around 2% per trade. So then we might gonna go to 3-4% per trade based upon the setup and stuff, okay? So we're trying to increase our trade as well as the spreadsheet grows here. So that's how it goes. We're utilizing data, and then we increase our risk, and then we're gonna find eventually the sweet spot here. That's the way to do it. All right, so this was all planned. We start out low, we gather the information, we track everything live so you can't fake it, and we're gonna increase our risk over time. That's it. Yeah. Lorenzo, can you give me some advice on the entry model 1 on the 2-hour? Previous daily value low. I didn't enter it since the wick wasn't steep. Which one are you talking about precisely here? You're talking about the current weekly value low? Because that was a potential trade. If this is what if this is your question. Previous daily very low, yeah, okay. The third candle, you mean? Yeah, no, the third candle was good. You just had to break the wick here. You had to be extremely cautious with the current weekly POC. or the previous daily POC here. You know, you should be very tight with your management. But I don't see anything wrong with it whatsoever. Yeah, no, absolutely not. The dollar also was, you know, breaking down. It's now coming down here, by the way. So this is gold is looking good. This is potential upside continuation here. So you have to take it this way. All right. Now we have a beautiful range, and now we have that breakout. We were ready for that breakout here. So initially I said I want to see price coming here. Never got there. On futures we got to the opening, so I do take that in consideration. Now we have something what we call a potential range breakout. So what does it mean? Well, the previous weekly very high, you can still keep it, but I want to show you something. 30-minute. Okay. Very clear range right now, starting at like a Tuesday here. Okay. Roughly around this particular range. We have now a clear potential breakout scenario. So what's gonna happen? We're gonna draw that fixed range from the left to the right. And we're gonna get 2 levels, maybe even 3 levels here. And we're gonna draw what we call a fixed value area high here, right? Aligning with the previous weekly value area high here. Okay, so we're gonna set these 2 key levels. There we go. And we're gonna sit out this 4-hour closure. And we're gonna wait and see what happens when price pulls back into these key levels right here. Many scenarios where we're gonna see a consolidation expansion retracement here. Potential looking for that continuation play. And the dollar is not looking good, fam. Dollar is not looking good here. You have this beautiful range. You expand and you come down. If you close below it, yeah, this is not looking good for the dollar. You're gonna see price potentially coming back towards the opening price. This is only gonna help gold here in this case. You can see clearly that the correlation is back as well. It's not like 100% one-to-one, but it's definitely there. It's definitely affecting the price here of gold right now at this particular moment. Okay. NAS as previous daily POC, brother. Same as the US30. Yeah, man, NAS, it's all of that is looking very, very good. I still believe in oil, by the way, for the people that are in our oil potential position here. All right, I shared this in our private group, and I talked about the oil setup right there. All right, I hope you guys are watching it. I said oil is back at the previous weekly POC now, after setting in a really strong weekly bottom wick, breaking above the opening price of the week, now reclaiming the point of control. This is bullish. This is good. Okay. So when you see that reaction here and you go internally, we saw on the lower time frame, we saw this occurring around it. So that the consolidation mid-place expansion, that's entry model number 3. It tapped into that zone, which is your TP1. All right. Your stop loss on break even. Now you're hovering around it here. If we manage to reclaim back above the 80, I think we're going to go and continue up here. Okay. So I think there is a continuing process happening around oil, and I think we're setting up for something bigger. So yeah, this is for the fam. Pay very close attention to that. Okay. Yeah, why is gold going? Well, we knew that there was that liquidity built up here. You see now prices moving up. It's taking out all the shorters that were too greedy, not closing their positions here. Their stop losses are, like I said, we talked about 2330. If it gets there, it is what it is. Then what's going to happen? At some point, we're going to retrace. and we're gonna see what will happen around that level. Okay, I am aware of the highs here as well, so do take that in consideration. And also there is one more level which comes from this particular zone and that's the absolute limit here. Okay, and if we get there and if we just keep going up, and yeah, we're getting into that space right there, 2333. Okay, we know that then from that moment we have been taking out all the major highs here. Okay, all the major highs. You bet if it's gonna be such an aggressive candle, you bet I'm gonna potentially look for shorts there. So you will see. That would be actually so sick. A short from that level. You know, tapping into that zone and then, yeah, waiting for like a lower time frame confirmation, but then looking for downside here. Yeah, man. Keep a close eye on that one as well. So we're gonna set our key levels now. And this one, of course. Cool. Yeah, Lorenzo, do we consider in this situation the current weekly value high? So in this case, you could say so, but the levels are super, super close to each other now. So I don't really think it matters. I think the most important level now is by default by far the 2320, right? Because we saw that confirmation happening there. We saw that initial reaction from the last couple of days. No push above here, just constant rejection. That's why gold's moving. And it's not gonna move up forever. I'm telling you that already. And the funny thing is the 4-hour candle is coming now in 15 minutes. So the New York Stock Exchange is coming as well here. So the more it's pushing now, the more I'm gonna go and looking for short setups. So I hope it pushes more. Like the more the better, to be honest, at this particular moment. Give me one straight line of just continuation, so we can look for the setups right here. Yeah. Something that we don't want is ranging here. So ranging, unless it's ranging on the lower time frame. It goes up and it comes down, right? That's a different story. But preferably, let's just push up now. Hey Lorenzo, I don't know if a funded account are worth it or are scams. Could you advise me? Funded accounts are in gray area. Gray territory. So it's not a scam. Okay. It's not a scam. But it is worth it. So, you know, it's gray. It's not regulated enough, in my opinion. So, you know, especially not when it comes down to the futures, or sorry, the CFD, the FOREX markets and stuff. So, yeah. I'm a big fan of it. I mean, if you are a starter, I do believe it's still the best way to not be too greedy with it, and to not think, oh, I'm gonna make 50% on my account and I'm gonna expect them to pay me out. Yeah, right. They're gonna say, you know what? We don't want you here. Here's your partial payout. Bye-bye. That's what's gonna happen. So what you can do is to get consistent profits by just not being too greedy. Spread your risk amongst multiple firms and get a little bit of here, a little bit there, and try to build it up. And go with the intention of, like, when you are thinking about passing a challenge or something like that, or an account, Get in there with the intention of, okay, I'm doing this for the long run. So not like, you know, I'm just gonna create an account and I'm impatient enough. That's how everyone feels their challenges, by the way. They're too impatient with trading on a demo account to pass their challenge. So they're gonna force it and force it and force it, and then every single time they get a little bit of profits, and then the moment they are almost there passing their challenge, it doesn't go fast enough, they start risking more and they ruin their account. So give it time. Just give yourself the time and you should be fine. It's the only way. And yeah, you can hear these stories about guys, how they pass their challenge in one account in one day, blah, blah. Sure. All right. Fantastic. Let's get over it and show me that you can do it right here. Because it's actually you proving that you can trade consistently. You just think you're going to just pass it like, you know, out of the blue here. Unless you're playing this game. Unless you're playing this game. You say, okay, I have $500 and I'm going to buy $50 challenges. And I don't care if I pass it or not. I'm just going to go, I'm going to hammer them out. Willing to lose 500 to get big or to become funded. If that's the mindset, yeah, maybe you're going to hit a home run once. True. Okay, we're heading there. 2330. Okay, we're tapping. Yeah, that closure, man. 4-hour closure is almost there. I hope to see like a little bit of a squeeze. And then we can start thinking about entering here and seeing what we can do. How much does support and resistance work? Yeah. I mean, any strategy can work if you do it right. And if you manage your trade correctly, and if you are patient. And I believe that you can make a lot of different strategies happen. What I don't like about horizontal support and resistance is that it's very easy to deceive yourself in a way where you think this is a great area of support, and then it's actually just not true. It's not the case. That's why we use volume and volume analysis, because that proves these levels are legit. So you can get a, you can completely remove that spectrum of, oh, maybe it's this one or maybe it's that one. No, you have it. These are your levels, work with it. Kuba says, yo, bro, I'm 14 years old. 14, man. Nice. Trading. And I started to learn trading a month ago. I know for value gap, liquidity, order blocks, and so on and so on. I'm going to master these and then progress. Have you got any tips on how to progress? Number one, just put in the work, my friend. Yeah, get familiar with the basics. Start executing. Start focusing on one particular strategy. And not hop around. So don't go from like strategy to strategy to strategy every 5 trades. Put in the work. Put in the trade suit. Okay? Have a spreadsheet. Super simple. You can use mine if you want to. You click on file, make a copy, and you have the same. All right? Keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate it. And if this is filled with losses, all right? Don't be a little baby. Keep filling it in and reach the 50 trades. And see what it is, what the result is, what the outcome is, and analyze. It's very data-driven. You need to be very data-driven. It does not matter if you win. It does not matter if you lose. It's all about data at the beginning. That's why I said we're starting out with 2%. After these 50 trades, I might risk 4%, right? I'm gonna start to scale my risk. Another 100 trades, maybe more, right? Keep scaling it up based upon the win rate and the results. And the reason why we're doing it publicly is because we can literally do it together like step by step, you know, starting risk small, and you will see it's, you know, you will see that my risk will increase over time. Yeah. I see what you mean, man. I see what you mean, my G. Yeah. So what are we really talking about? Why this level here? Let me highlight this real quick. So first of all, let's work with these three zones. All right. We have an internal range. We have a big range from the previous week, and then we have another internal range right here. This is another internal range right there. Why? Because this is a high, all right, a swing high point on the higher time frame. If you extrapolate that on the lower time frames, you get something like this, okay? But in essence, this is like a less than a week candle, okay? Now, when you extrapolate that and that swing higher, you're gonna get a couple levels here. The fixed POC, the fixed value area low, all right, and a fixed value area high at 2342. I'm going to utilize these ones today because of the fact that we know that a lot of stop losses has just been triggered. The 4-hour closure has just been 5 minutes left for the 4-hour closure. If you close below here, then it is by default potentially a level where we can trade from. And the value area low now is at 2227 here. And you can see it has a very hard time already. Very hard time already. How do you calculate the EPD and the PD? That's just the early day or the previous day, all right? That's just from 6 to 6 p.m. You draw the fixed range from the previous day for gold. FOREX, it's 5 to 5 p.m. Indices, 6 to 6 p.m. Futures, 6 to 6 p.m. Yeah, okay, this is a trade, man. If you start closing here, the 4-hour closes something like that. We need to wait for the 4-hour, okay? We need to wait for the 4-hour. Because it's the 4-hour. Why? Because the next 4-hour develops here. Then you have a double wick confirmation in this zone. The third candle will potentially give us that wick on the top side, preferably. And then it is a 15-minute break, entry model 1. It looks quite clean to me. What do you guys think? It looks quite clean. Like I said before, we manipulated the 2330. We talked about that level for a while. We tapped that. We took out all the highs here. We tapped that. All right. So instead of waiting for the retest to look for continuation, we might as well look for that retest and trade the retest. The closure has to be below the 4-hour, has to do its thing, though. Stop is at the prior candle, correct? Yeah. Then you're gonna get something like this. Yeah, first target, of course, the previous weekly value high. And then, yeah, then potentially the back towards that range here. But I think that the previous week very high is by default, you know, the basic premises of our target, our main target. So that's something like that, I would say. Could be interesting, okay? And that's a 15-minute potential entry here. If we close above it, below it, sorry, below it. Yeah, something like that. Let's see how that goes here. And then we target the 23, yeah, something like that. Something like that. Okay, let's see, fam. Page 50. Okay, we opened without a top wick, so you have to now set in the top wick. That's a 4 hour without a top wick. That's not good. You don't want that. So what you want is you want to create a top wick and then a bottom, and then you want to drive down. No top wick on a 4, no top wick on a 15. On the 31, all of them are now aligned because of the 4 hour closure. When I explain it, it looks clear and straightforward, but when I try it out myself, it doesn't always go as planned. That's practice, my friend. Perfect practice makes perfect, right? Oh. Camera. Hey, okay. There we go. Okay, so yeah, we're not in a trade yet. The reason why is we can't because of the top. There is no top wick on the 15, no top wick on the 4. So that's not what you want. You want to create a top wick. If we manage to come up and we set in a top wick, okay, and we still flip bearish, we can re-enter. We can still enter, okay? So that makes sense. My G, when you talk about medium higher time from entry model 1 on your ebook, which one do you prefer? So this is the fixed range we're talking about. It's a fixed range. It has nothing to do with time. It has to do with just structure. So that's a little bit of a different story. Okay. That's why I'm saying it's a fixed range on the medium time frame. It's a fixed range on the lower time frame. That's just the structure itself. Too bad. If we had set in the top wick here, something like that, we would have now been in the trade. So let's see how that, yeah, how price plays out here. If you can set in the wick still. Yeah. Check the NASDAQ, super clean, Lorenzo. Yeah, look at the sturdy, dude. It's setting up for something as well. NAS. Yeah, the reclaim above the PC. Okay, yeah. Looking good, looking promising. I think your sturdy looks I think your sturdy looks a bit cleaner, to be honest. Yeah. I think the sturdy looks a little bit better. It looks pretty good though. It looks pretty good. But after 4 hours now as well. Yeah, so you wanted to have a top break there on the 4 hour here, right? Because it's the 4 hour candle. What it seems like it's doing now is it just is driving down to gather that liquidity to flip. The only problem is I don't know when it's gonna flip here. So when price tends to reverse up, that could happen at any moment. So it's very unpredictable where you do not have that wick here. If you had that wick, we would have now already been in the trade. If you come down here to our key levels, which we talked about before, and we still don't have that wick here, and that 4 hour, we never have set a wick there on the break, for example, then what this means is that that becomes a direct target. So if you come back towards the previous weekly value high, long, then it's a long towards the upside here regardless, especially if you don't come up to set in that wick here. If you set in that wick, we might take that short down. So on what time frame are we looking for the trade then? Like lower time frame in this case, because yeah, you're gonna build the structure on the lower time frames here. So it's gonna be either the 5 or the 15 minute. Would have been a very clean trade again. If this would have gave us that top wick, would have been very clean. But we're already almost at the previous very high now, so that's where our next potential opportunity is. Aren't we rejected from Monday's POC? It doesn't really matter which level it is right now. No, it's the... No. Gold has the smallest wick I've ever seen. That's a good one. Let's trade to use 30 as well. Yeah. Yeah, it's setting up very nice. Yeah. Lorenzo, there was an entry model 3 in EUR USD. For the people who are in our fam, a lot of forex traders as well. Yeah, tunnel. Manipulation in the tunnel appears to be very high. Expansion. Reclaim the Sunday open, look for continuation. Pretty straightforward. Let's see how big that move was. Potential pullbacks for buys. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for now. Yeah. You're going to get into that level. You're going to tap into this initial zone. You have our key levels there. We're looking for buys around there. Okay, we arrived. We arrived. 5 minutes. Imagine us breaking below, yeah? That top wick would have been, oh my god, would have been such a sick one. Okay. Fixed value high. Now the party starts here. This is why I drew this particular range for you beforehand. Right? We utilize the range now. Which is right here. The fixed value area high is the value area high of this range. We're gonna work with fixed levels. Okay? Yeah, I know some people still take it. I would have not suggested it, to be honest. So yeah, it's great, but I would have not suggested it for next time, because this time, yes, fantastic, beautiful, massive. But next time, you will start sweating. All right, next one is the 15 closure. Yeah, the flip will come sooner or later for sure. Oh shit, is it out again? Can't handle it. Can't handle the charts right now. Okay, it should be good now. It should be good now. There we go. Boa says, lol, some signal group told me to buy at 23.25. Woo! Okay, okay, that's the top. Buying at the top. Yeah, that's crazy. Telegram, right? 100% Telegram. It has to be Telegram group. It has to be a Telegram group. Oh man, so this would have been, guys, and if you see it, let me know. So our entry model, right? We had it set. Everything was set. We were just saying that because it's 4-hour closure, the 15-minute, that means that every single candle now does not have a top wick. We're gonna go for that top at some point. So the moment price starts to stabilize right now, and it starts to not be as volatile as it is right now, we're gonna set up for that bounce. We're gonna trade the bounce. Because at some point, we're gonna come back. So then we're gonna do it this way. We'll always find a solution here. But if you look at the structure, okay, I just want you to look at it, okay? And let's invert this, all right? It's an inverted scale now, but look at page 50 if you're new. If you just download the ebook, okay? Page 50. This is our entry model number 1. All right, we have taken entry model number 1s 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times this month, the last 30 days. All winners, 0 losses so far. Do you see you see the similarity right here? Okay. Read page 50 and page 50. Sorry, page 50. Yeah, go from page 50 to 55. All right, start out with page 50. Super, super important. Okay, this is where we get to our execution models. All right, then you know that if it would have created this wick, then you have your trade and you have your entry regardless. Beautiful key level entry model right there. Let me know if that makes sense. Press a yes if you get this one. We're trying to work on your levels, on your entry model executions as well for next trade. Super important. Danvo just lost 27k. I'll make it back again, right? And you never know, we can still pull back because I'm not sure where a stop loss is. But this wick can still come back. You know, that's what we're looking for now. We're looking for a long potential setup here when price stabilizes. So we're gonna go, waiting for price to chill a bit, and then we're gonna look for our entry models right there to come back, because I do believe that the wick fill is gonna come at some point, because we're talking about the 4-hour here. Then, yeah. Anyways, that's it for now. So Level by level. That's all we're doing here. Level by level, based upon, built around VoIP and structures. And obviously already we already kind of knew what we were looking for initially. And you know, the overall structure is still setting up for something. Okay. And I don't think we're there yet to just continue the process down. We talked about it before. If I'm looking for really bearish continuation, closure below the 2300, because then I'm seeing 2370, 2354, 45. These type of key levels coming along here. For now, the opening price the week is the previous weekly POC. You know, this below, yeah, super bearish for gold here. Anything here is still up and down. It's still playing field, a battlefield. Sorry. Yeah, we're gonna stick on a 5 minute here because the structure is much clearer now. Got my pending, Manuel says, I got my pending sell order, but set break even early since no wick targeting the previous daily POC. That's where you are now, right? That's where you are right now. Okay, so sometimes what you do is just clean it up one more time for the new people here. This is where you are now, fam. What is this called? What is this called? Let me know. Yeah, Piyush. Again, same guy. I believe it's the same guy. Well done, my G. Well done, my friend. Well done. You know what this next candle is going to give us? You know what this next candle is going to give us? Yeah. You know it. You know it. Abracadabra. Exactly. Abracadabra. Fugazi, fam. It's all Fugazi. Okay. Entry model 1 here. Confirmation with the... Yeah, with the dollar rejection of that internal range. Yeah. And now, the beautiful thing about this one right now here is the following. Is this high? And then utilizing still the previous weekly value high. I do not want to neglect this level. At some point in the market where you look for these... either a break-even point, a TP point, something like that here. Okay? But it's the next 6 minutes of closing below and not too far up. Because the next candle is then going to give us that, that entry model And we target, of course, the top wick, the 4-hour wick, the 4-hour flip, you name it, whatever you want to call it, which is the 2326. And hopefully this time we're creating a bottom wick on this one. However, it's less relevant. It's not as relevant as it is for the 4-hour closure. The 4-hour was an absolute necessity. This one is slightly different. Stop loss always gonna be under the previous wick, always. If you want to play it safe, because your risk to reward is pretty solid, you can put it slightly below, but I think below the candle is fine. But if you want to play it like this, you can. You can. Because you have the very, very low there as well. Something like that. 1 second, I'm back in 1 minute. Hopefully we close between the current weekly POC, because we need to close above it, and not above that entry model 1 level here. I'm back in 1 minute. Enter model 1 once again, page 50 on your ebook. Hopefully we don't close too high. It does not really matter too much. But you don't want to, like, the higher this candle closes now, the smaller your risk to reward is going to be. So the smaller, the better, obviously. Because our entry model will be at that wick. Our entry will be when that wick gets broken, and the stop loss will be below it. So that's super important. And you don't want to enter here, because then you have to basically very high. Then you need to put it above there, so it's getting smaller and smaller and smaller. So you want to make sure that it's somewhat, around there. If the next candle comes and it manipulates the lows, so this wick gets created, and you create a wick like this, and the next body comes up, then you can trade the body flip, not the wick. So don't go too far up now. Market is pretty wild, to be honest, man. Wow. Up then down on a Thursday. Man. It's pretty crazy, dude. What happens on the next 30 minutes? You're gonna set in the bottom wick, hopefully, and then we flip that, and then we target the previous candle. And then what you want is you want to see that 1 hour flipping bullish. So we might have a really big potential, we have actually a lot of potential here for a big trade. So it's worth the risk. It's worth the risk. $30, come on, let's come down. Don't do the same. Don't do the same thing. Don't do it. Man, what's going on? What's going on today, fam? What's no wick Thursday? Is that what it's called? All right, if on the 50 minutes you set in that bottom wick here and you flip the body, we enter. So that means I will take an entry there, and I'll put my stop loss below the wick, and I target the highs. Holy shit. It's so funny, man. No bottom wick, no top wick, no bottom wick. Nah, I don't think it's gonna happen. If it's gonna happen again, I'll be... Yeah, it will be quite funny. But I think we're gonna set in something today. Sam says I'm drawing wicks manually to get entry models now. Yeah, like this, right? That's a good one. Yeah. Look, it's working. Oh my god. Are you triggered in? I wish, my friend. I really wish. Like we had this one, we have now this one. Bro, I'm willing. I'm ready. I'm ready anytime. Following the rules though. But I'm ready. Just give me a little bit of a wiener, and I'm happy. This is wild. Where's the spreadsheet? Spreadsheet's in the description. Is the wick explained in the book? it's not in the book. I can put it in the next edition for sure. That's actually a very good point. Let me write it down. It is for sure in our series and everything that we're doing already. But yeah, no, for sure. Wick explanations. I do explain. I do think I have somewhat of an explanation there. I need to confirm that. Yeah. 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 So people say it's August. It's the European version of our dates. So no, it's May. Previous weekly very high now, huh? Is holding back, but that's no entry. No, it's the long right now. That's the target. We want to target this right here. It's where most, like a lot of traders got trapped. I think a lot of buyers stepped in because of the anticipation, and this is what happens a lot. They anticipate that the candle will flip bullish because the 4-hour flipped and opened bearish, and then the flip never comes, and then it's like, oh shit, now you have a massive expansion down, but sooner or later it will go. It should go. It will go. And we're gonna see how that goes when we're looking at the entry. So what do we want to see? One more time. We want to come down and we want to flip the body. That's it. That's it. Have you ever entered a trade with 1-to-1 risk? No, most of our trades are bigger than 1-to-1. Initially. My goal is to end net, so including profit taking, at around a 1-to-1. Crazy market, fam. Yeah. Look at the 30-minute candle. That looks creepy. Why did you put the current weekly volume profile to the current time? Why not till Wednesday closure? Good question. So we have seen that the most volume came into the market right now, the time volume, on a Thursday. You have to understand the psychology behind it. So the reason why we draw the current weekly is to understand where the most volume has been traded throughout the week. So if on a Thursday, more volume gets traded than on a Wednesday or a Tuesday, then you want to include the Thursday. So it depends on the movements of the market individually. So if the Thursday is a more aggressive day than a Wednesday and a Tuesday and a Monday, for example, then you want to start including the Thursday with your current weekly. And that only can go from New York onwards on gold, because on gold, usually New York is where the volume comes in. All these minor, great questions, by the way. All these questions are going to be written down, not by me, but by my team. And we're going to make sure that we will fine-tune all these answers for you as well. So keep asking questions. These are great questions. That bar is quite big. So it's not about the wick now. It's about setting in a bottom wick. Let's say tapping into the current weekly POC one more time. And then flipping the previous candle. We still have 6 minutes for this 50-minute candle to do its thing here. and 20 minutes for an entry model 1 on the 30 minute. You guys know how the fractals work. We talked about this. If it doesn't occur on a 15, but it's still possible on a 30, because it's set in the bottom wick and it closes above the current weekly POC, then what you're in essence are doing is you're creating the entry model on the 30 minute with the next entry candle. You can take this up towards the 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, 4 hour. No, not the 3 hour, sorry. 4 hour, 2 hour, 1 hour. And so on and so on. You can start at 15 or 5 even and build it up from there. That's how we utilize the fractals, because these candles formations and the candle closures are aligned with your key level, and therefore once the 50-minute closes in a way above it, but it's too far away, but the 30-minute has not set yet, it's super possible that the 30-minute will create that bottom wick, that double wick confirmation, and the next candle will be that move to the upside. So that's how you do it. You go from lower to higher. And that's also a massive issue with a lot of traders, including myself. At the beginning, well, not only at the beginning, I struggled with it for years. The understanding of the fractals. Like the 50-minute was great, and then like the 4 hour was bad, and then the 4 hour was setting up for something, and then the 1 hour was not great, and like whatever. Confused, and was like, never mind. Never mind. Shut down my laptop. Now we know the 4 hour is closed. We have our key levels. There's something that will be called a double wick confirmation. That's what you're seeing on the 15 now. If the 15 closes around here, that doesn't mean that the 30-minute is closed. What can happen on the 30-minute is that you create a double wick confirmation on the 30-minute. Still. Yeah, man. I would have give you such a good trade here if this would have created a topic for you. So it is what it is. It would have given you a monster today. The second chance is what we're waiting for now. But yeah, we definitely were not buying, you know. We were looking at that key level there. That's fine right there, right? The fixed value area low, 23.27, was right here. Did the market forget how to wick? Yeah, man. Yeah, it's wild, eh? It's one of those days, I guess. No news tomorrow. Next week we have CPI. Oh man, it's gonna be good. We're gonna trade the CPI for sure. We will not be at an all-time high. There's a big chance we're gonna trade the CPI. It's gonna be a big stream. Now it's hanging at the very high again, of course. So we got rejected there once, twice, 3 times before, 2 times yesterday, and so on and so on here. Why can we look for a sell on the previous week very high? Number one, you have that massive 4-hour candle now with no top wick. So what you want to do, if you want to short, you want to go below the 23.14. You want to flip this and break below it and close below it, because then you have a really nice stop loss above the highs here, and you can target the lows here. But for now, this is super valid. The double wick confirmation is telling you something. Hey Lorenzo, why is the NASDAQ dumping? Yeah, I told you it's not as clean as the other ones. Yeah. Yeah, it's still ranging though. It's still like in a big range. I would set an alert here. That's it. At 18,081. Maybe it's a stupid question, Lorenzo, but isn't gold Owanda the same as FOREX? Forex.com, you mean? No, it's not the same. Forex.com doesn't even allow you to utilize volume in your analysis. So I highly not recommend you to use Forex.com as your chart. Owanda, FXCM are, I think, the two best when it comes down to your Forex charts, your CFD charts, your spot charts. Capital, yeah, Capital, good. These three. Owanda, FX, and not Pepperstone, Capital. At least these are the ones I've tested properly. Okay, so no way that you really did that. Oh my god, that's so clean. What is going on with the Dow Jones, man? Wow. Wow. New York Stock Exchange open up. Yeah. Guys, we have to start trading the indices sometimes as well on stream. We have to make that decision. When gold is in a weird spot, we need to start thinking about indices here. I'm telling you. You know what? Next time I'm just gonna do it. Because the previous daily POC, man. LTA, this is LTA concepts right here, like right in front of you. This whole week with the U30, it's like the easiest money. So one, it's gonna be gold and it's gonna be one index. NASDAQ or Dow Jones. So we start with gold at like, this is what we're gonna do. We start with gold at 8 till 9, right? The 4-hour closure. We will know if we have a really good solid entry for gold at that time. And if a really nice trade plays out, and if there's a potential, and if that's the case, fine, we trade gold. Right? We give that until the New York Stock Exchange open. So that's like an almost 2 hours, 1 hour and 45 minutes of focusing purely on gold. Then it's gonna be the NASDAQ or the Dow Jones. If it's not the case, if there's no trade on gold before the New York Stock Exchange open, it's the NASDAQ or the Dow Jones. If there's no potential with gold, right? If we see a lot of potential, then we wait, right? But I think that's the way to do it, fam. That's the way to do it. Yeah, we're gonna do some U30 NASDAQ. So what if the 30-minute didn't print a bottom wick? We might flip it. Yeah. So this 15, no. The 30, still not. The 1 hour, yeah, it's looking better. It's looking actually great. But yeah, we are waiting for that. You need these wicks. Okay, so yesterday's trade. Yeah, go in the stream. Yesterday's stream. Yeah, that was a very straightforward setup. Pretty straightforward. Yeah, man. What we want to continue our win streak. Okay, we want to keep winning, but not just winning. We want to also make sure that you understand why and what the reason is on the deeper layers. So we're all on the same page. And that was my biggest goal over the last 2 months, the last 6 weeks to be exact, to get us all on the same page. From our Discord to our YouTube, everything. All right? People already are starting to call LTA a cult. I think then we're doing something right. We're doing something right. I'm not sure. I can understand thinking it means people less informed. I can understand how certain things are seen as being arrogant. Yeah, I get it. I get it. I get it. I do get it, to be honest. I do get it completely. But you have to understand that the amount of messages, the amount of people testing it out, it's just, in order to really to make an impact, right? To really deliver something that helps people out tremendously, you need to do it right and well prepared. And that preparation took a long time. So the four minutes left for that 1 hour closure. This is definitely a range you do not want to trade in this range. Like, there's just no way. We either trade below it or we trade above it, but not when you have two 30-minute candles here, with one that has no top wick and the other one has no bottom wick. So it's like, just wait until you get out of it. And set in our entry models below or above. Do you stream tomorrow? Yeah. So 4 days a week. 4 days a week now. Yeah. How do you view money? What's the role of money in shaping one's identity? Money is super important. Yeah, you're gonna hear this all the time, right? Money is super important, but it's not everything. And I do agree with it, because money comes first, right? You want to make sure that you have some, right? It makes everything better. If you want to have, live a healthy lifestyle, it's easier to live a healthy lifestyle with money. So when it comes down to your health, it has a bonus. It has a positive effect. When it comes down to your relationships, it can have a positive effect or impact, right? If you look at, divorce rates and stuff, a lot of these divorce rates comes from a lack or fighting or stress based upon money, around money. So that's something that you want to solve. Now, what I always ask myself is, who would I be as a person if I would have nothing? And that's always a good question to ask yourself. Like, who would you be as a person if you had nothing, right? If you had no money. And once you feel, confidence in who you are as a person, and the money will come, you are a complete package, my friend. Why not entered? I just explained it. When you look at the top wick and the bottom wick of these candles here, this is pure hectic manipulation now. We saw very clean price action before. When, for example, we were, yeah, the US 30 is a great example. The way it's just operating now this whole week, that's clean. Like that just beautiful trend coming into the previous daily PVC, holding above it, breaking out. You want to enter as close towards the New York Stock Exchange open as possible, right? Because you have these confirmations and stuff. With gold, we saw a move up, an aggressive move down, an aggressive move up. Now that's not really a problem because you can get really good trade opportunities based upon that move here. We almost had our trade here, right? Based upon that creation and then a breakdown. And the other way around. But if you now go to the 30-minute, this is now a potential target, and this is now a potential target. And you're right in the center of it. So next up is this key level. And that's, yeah, it's gonna be on 30 minutes? No, it's gonna be on the, yeah, it's too far away. It's on 1 hour. Because then you're gonna see something potentially like that. If it starts to break above here, yeah, flip it into support and then look for next continuation. Okay, so 30 minutes and we know for gold here. Let me see if there are some other pairs as well now at the same time while we're waiting for gold to do its thing here. Okay, to get out of that breaking point here. Okay, US 30 insane. I'm gonna use this in our examples here. I already highlighted it previously for the VIP. We had this one right here, explaining exactly what it is, how it is, why it works, and so on and so on here. Now you see the next one. So we're gonna add it on today. It's really, really crazy. Who's in the VIP and who's watching right now? The VIP is currently closed. I'm just curious to see if the guys are watching here. Oh, yes. All right. Okay, great. Now, I have to say you guys are doing absolutely amazing. Once we are going to do our next launch, you know, we did like we said, we're going to start with 100 people. We did 100 people. We sold out in an hour, I think. When our next launch comes, do understand a lot of more people will come into play here. So all of you guys that are currently in the group working and making it happen here, sharing incredible amount of setups on a day-to-day basis, okay, which I really, really appreciate. Once these new people come in, we have such an incredible foundation, man. Incredible foundation. Yeah, so while we're waiting for gold, let's check out some setups here. Benjamin says, "Hey Lorenzo, enjoying the stream? I've been long on gold since last week Friday, so I'm up a lot. Fundamental analysis, you should check out silver." Great job, my friend Benjamin. Let's check out silver, yeah. All right. What happened the previous week? We broke above right away, right? Okay. Yeah. What happened the week before that? Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah, super nice, man. Yeah, super nice. Really clean. Yeah, it still has potential to go and come up here. All right, NASDAQ. We got a notification from the NASDAQ. What a move, man. NASDAQ came back to the previous daily POC. Right now, after we got rejected from it. Right, we held above it, we got rejected from it. Now we're around it here. So let's see how this evolves on the lower time frame here. Will LTA constants work in Indian Nifty index? Yes. Yes, we have tested it. Carlos says Euro Australian dollar entry model 1 from the previous weekly very low. Right now. Okay, we can check it as well. Gold is still consolidating for now. Within that range, within this this little box here. We need to get out of this. Not just the previous weekly, what did you say? Previous? Weekly very low. Not just the previous weekly very low. Also the opening price of the week, my friend. The Sunday open as well. And that's where I initially bounced from. So be aware of the fact that you bounced there for a reason. And we had an entry model here I see now on the 2 hour. Was it on the 2 hour? Yeah, look at that. That's beautiful. We had it yesterday. Let's let price come back to the Sunday open one more time. Okay, gold's out. NASDAQ 2, man. NASDAQ 2. Okay, we took out the highs now. Yeah, wait for this one. You're gonna be so annoyed if I tell you that this might be rejection. You're gonna be so annoyed. 2333. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Yeah. Yeah, gold is nuts today. Gold is nuts today. Yeah. Yeah. No surprise, right, with the NASDAQ response here? You guys know it now? No surprise. Let's tap into it one more time. Lorenzo, gold has been more than 2 weeks consolidating. This expansion could be aggressive. So, yes, I agree. And that's why I'm saying that if we manage to close above the previous Sunday open, which is at 23.38, I think that's the moment you're gonna fly. That's the final boss, the final layer, the 23.38. If we can close a big 4 hour above it, or like even a daily, I think we have a lot of momentum further to the upside here in us. So yes, I agree with you. I just don't think that we're now that this is the level where it's gonna happen from, if that makes sense. Keep a close eye on the NAS, man. I'm gonna set the chart ready just in case. Maybe we don't trade it. Maybe we don't. Man, look at that. We had that one time, we had that 2 times today. 2 times. Crazy. Yeah, we did it again. We did it again. Okay, set an alert for gold. Yeah, that was crazy. Second candle. Yeah. Yeah, it's also the one, it's also the 50-minute closure. Oh man, yeah, gold, crazy, man. I feel for now we have to look at the NAS here, all right? Because this might be D1 today, and it makes sense. It makes sense. A aggressive move up, aggressive move down, tapping into the previous daily POC, and giving you that entry model right there. Oh no, come on. All right, gold is there. Gold is there. Today is one of the craziest days I've seen in a long time here. This gun? Thank you for the love. Thank you for the subs. Wow. You guys are absolutely killing it. Wow. How long have I been in the stream? 2 hours only? 2 hours. And thank you for the 1K likes already as well. I really appreciate that, fam. You guys are the best, fam. The best. This is for me, the 2338 is where for me everything changes in regards to sentiment. Because if we manage to get above the opening price the previous week, we have a range break out of this previous week here. And I think that, you know, sky's the limit from there for gold to the upside. Like we're gonna go up. We're gonna go up. We're gonna continue to drive. We're not there yet, though. We're not there yet, though. We're looking at the... the 2333 right now at the moment. And you can see it now. And that's our... it's in my opinion last chance here. For a trade today is the 2333. You can see it now. We're reacting from it. That's no surprise. Daily closing is going to be critical. I agree. Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So Danvo went long, right? So he has his, so everything is good, right? Like I said before, we had that wick, the top wick right there. Eventually it had to come back. And you can see that the biggest 4-hour candle I've seen so far. It's pretty wild. It's something that you have to take consideration. Yeah, man. Woo. Time to eat. What's up, IG? How you doing, my friend? Have you been trading today? Have you been trading today? Let's see. Yeah. Nice. Good to see you, brother. No trades for me today, for you today? Okay, yeah. So we're in the same boat, man. We're in the same boat. We had two beautiful trades, but yeah, no top wick, no bottom wick. Really crazy movements today. Yeah, it's really crazy. NAS, yeah, no surprise. Yeah. Fibbo says, just have the sell button ready. Well, this looks really strong, my friend. This looks really strong. You closed above the 2033. The 4 hour has a massive bottom wick now. And the previous Sunday open is now the main. Yeah, it is gonna be the hardest level to break. I agree with you. I agree with you. It's still a good day overall, but it's just absolutely nuts. We had this one for gold previously. Right there. Look at. Oh my god. And that's short. Two super clean entry model ones, but you have to follow your rules. And these rules are wicks, okay? Fractals and wicks. Might get lucky once, might get lucky twice, but you're gonna burn your ass at some point. And if you want to keep up our win rate, and we want to keep up winning, and we want to make sure that we succeed, and I want to increase my risk as well, right? I told you guys that I'm going to double my risk after 50 trades. So we need around, what, 11 trades more? Then I'm doubling my risk if we stick with this win rate above the 80%. I just do compounding my account and it went from 25 to 70 in just 4 days. Some degens in the chat. Nice. Lorenzo, I'm tired, too much money for today. There is no such thing as too much money, my friend. There is no such thing as too much money. There we go, PSO. This is the final boss. This is your level 13 of your video game. This is the one. this is the one. Five minutes. And that's it, fam. We don't have an entry. It is what it is today. We really tried our best. You've seen it now. You can see how beautiful these entry models are. US 30, previous daily POC. What more can I say? We're gonna trade indices as well. Next streams. Okay. We have our schedule set now. We start with gold until the New York Stock Exchange open. If there is not a clear setup for gold, we move to the indices with an understanding of the indices already in our pre-market analysis. when we start the stream. So that's the plan for now. Not just depending on only gold here all the time. At least give us the NASDAQ or the Dow Jones as well here. At least one of those as a second opinion. All right. If you guys like that, press a yes in the chat. Type a yes in the chat for second opinion, next stream onwards, Dow Jones or NASDAQ, starting with gold. Because I want to get more trades in, and it's not that I'm going to force it, right? If I'm going to force trades, I would have taken this one, I would have taken this one. It would have been massive. Not gonna lie. But I'd rather look at more pairs then. With the same rules, right? That makes more sense to me. And I think the indices like the US 30 or the NASDAQ are the closest to, you know, gold and stuff in regards to what you guys trade. So yeah, let's do it, man. That's the plan. The sooner we can get to the 50 trades, the better it's gonna be. We're not gonna force anything, but the better it's gonna be. Because I want to start scaling the account here. And the reason why we started really small was just purely data. Spreadsheet, data, LTA concepts, live on stream. 50 trades, spreadsheet, increase the risk. Another 50, 100 trades, increase the risk. We're gonna find the sweet spot. It's one big experiment. Lorenzo, when I'm done with your ebook, what would you recommend doing other than joining your streams? Backtesting. So what I want you to do is you backtest the following. You go to each section individually first, so independently. You scroll through it. You go to the weekly profile. You just gonna do, or the Sunday open. You start with the profile and you start backtesting 100 trades independently, utilizing each profile, right? First independently. Once you have done that, then you're gonna put them together. Then you're gonna practice, put the weekly together with the daily, the previous day, and so on and so on. You start building it up. Come back to the streams. Be active as well. We have the mentor charts right now. I'm gonna post every day in the mentor charts as well. It's free for you. What can I say? You know, use the indicator, of course, it's free. All right, the session breaks indicator, you need it. Yeah, so the previous Sunday open is, of course, the last level. It's the final boss. Like I said before, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to break. That PSO is also higher time for fixed BSC. Yeah, it's a strong level. That's why I'm saying if we manage to close above it, a daily candle, gold is very bullish, man. Not just for today, but for the rest of the week and next week as well. So it's that absolute key level from practically the last 4 ranges of the 4 weekly ranges. Super important level. So what do I mean with that? They have this. You have the wick. You start breaking it. Yeah, that could give us 30 minutes. Dollar is not done yet. Yeah, dollar is not done yet. Like I said, when we broke below the zone, clearly the manipulation was here, the expansion was here, and this caused gold to this definitely helped gold with that move to the upside here, trapping people first and then moving up. No, this is it today. This is it today. We have we have literally tried here. We had our beautiful models here 2 times in a row. I really believe we gave it all we got here. It was just a crazy market. Crazy wicks, crazy market here. A lot of guys got wrecked. Yeah, what can I say? Tomorrow, we have our plan ready and set for the NASDAQ, indices, and gold as a second trade opportunity. It's one big layer. The first time we're going to trade on a Friday again, stream on a Friday. I'm excited for that as well. It's been a while, so it's going to be good. It's either going to be a massive day for gold, like a big expansion with some manipulation at the beginning, and then a nice big fat expansion. If that's the case, then yeah, it's gonna be a really wild ride. It's gonna be a good one. Okay. I will be very careful with selling now. Just base this on like the 4-hour, you know, just the way we're moving up here. It is indeed interesting, but you want to see at least a 15-minute confirmation here for price to move down. Will it make sense? All right. However, it is a super important level, the 2238. Put it into your key levels or in your chart or whatever, because this will determine a lot, especially when the daily closure has been made. You will see it significantly. I think we're making a good decision here. And yeah, man, like a lot of people got wrecked today, so you know, we are still on the right side here. Any questions, Lorenzo, regarding the second entry that we took? Can we also assign into the Model 2 entry due to the POC created on the 15-minute if you drag the volume profile created by the swing? So you're talking about this swing now? Is this what you mean? This internal swing? Is that what you mean? Let me know. Hit me up in Discord, fam. Okay? For the rest, what we're going to do here is the following. We're growing our beautiful Instagram. It's growing pretty fast, actually. We just started it. All right? So it's going pretty fast. Post a nice comment here about LTA here. I'm going to pick another winner tomorrow. Somebody, make sure you you know, put some effort into it. All right? The last person won extra private group. Ermel Ekberts is his name. So yeah, follow your man. Follow your guy. All right? Follow your guy. Tag your guy, whatever. And let's blow up his Instagram right now. It's time for us to go global. get into our Discord because the ebook is there, the indicators is there. These are free indicators you need for LTA concepts. It's going to be really helpful. The Vantage charts are going to be there. So everything is going to be there for you. All right. Yeah, tomorrow we're back. Follow your rules, follow your plan, and everything should be good to go here. Okay. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. And overall, I could say, you know, we still are on a winning streak. Right. The only thing that we have to do is to continue the process, follow our rules, set in our entries, our key levels, set a bias here, and just execute based upon our parameters, and we're good to go here. And then after 50 trades, so 11 more trades to go, and I can potentially double my risk if we stick above the 80% win rate. Sounds good to me. Okay, can make some fucking money on stream. All right. Amazing, fam. Okay, take care. I want to say goodbye to a couple guys here in the chat while we're listening to that sick song again. It's such a good song. LTA Concepts playlist is coming. I'm telling you, the playlist is gonna come. So sick. Plazina, thank you, my man. Appreciate that. Take care, fam. I'm gonna see you guys soon. All right, ciao. LTA, baby.